What's good, guys? It's Nightwing2303 from WearTesters.com. Today we got in the Nike Kyrie 5. So with that being said, let's talk about it. First things first, the outsole looks amazing. It also feels amazing. This rubber just is very strong. Like, it's not like that weak stuff. It's kind of similar to the stuff that we saw on last year's model, the Kyrie 4, but I would say that it feels a little bit firmer. So I don't know if you're going to be able to play in these outdoors and have them last a ton, but it should be good. I think that you're going to need to break these things in for indoor use though, because it is that firm rubber, so it's not going to be like, you know, like super grippy right out the box. The cushioning these guys has been flipped around just a little bit. Normally we have zoom in the back, but now we have zoom in the front. And not only do we have zoom in the front, but it's a brand new Zoom Air unit that they are calling Nike Air Zoom Turbo. A lot of people were actually like kind of trying to bag on this new cushion. They were trying to say that it was like 1 millimeter thick. I don't know if they were trolling or if they were being serious, like if they read that somewhere, but it's actually not 1 millimeter thick. It's 8 millimeters thick, which means that it's a standard size Zoom Air unit. So basically something that you would see in like an Air Jordan 13 or something to that nature. The coolest part though is that it encompasses this entire 4-foot area, and they've actually heat pressed seams into the Air unit, so it's flexible, and this outsole right here is the reason for that. FYI, if you wanted to check out everything that you need to know about the entire breakdown of this shoe, we have a post about it over at WearTesters.com. We'll leave a pop-out thingy right there and it'll take you right over there, where the designer breaks down the entire sneaker. He shows you everything from the initial design phase to the 3D printing process to the actual finished product and everything in between. He shows you a blown up image. He shows you the actual Zoom unit. It's awesome. Everything that you need to know is right over there. But as I was saying, the outsole is rounded. It's not as aggressively rounded as something like the Kyrie 2 or the Kyrie 3. It's similar along the lines of the Kyrie 4, where you have a smooth kind of like flat surface right through the middle of the shoe, and then the rounded outsole is from the edges and the toe. For me personally, I like the way that that feels better. I don't like that rocky feeling that I had in the 3 and the 2. I like to feel kind of stable, and the fact that they kind of like rounded the outside portions of the outsole is great for shifty players while still maintaining some sort of stability in the shoe. The midsole itself is Phylon. It doesn't feel anything special. It actually feels pretty hard on foot, so I'm not going to be like anticipating that. Luckily, I primarily play on my 4-foot, and yes, you can feel the zoom. It's not like anything amazing right now, but it's just from a try-on, so I'm assuming that once you break everything in, it's going to feel better over time. Now, the materials is just standard engineered mesh. We saw this last year on the Kyrie 4, so nothing too special. If you like the materials there, then you're going to like them here. I'm kind of half and half. The front half of the material is backed by nylon, which is not super bad. It's not super stiff or anything. It doesn't feel bad on foot, and it moves. The back half is like heavily glued though. You can definitely feel it. It's kind of crispy. Not a huge fan of that. I would have loved to have seen what they did last year, where there was like a structured material or more of a raw material like the suedes or the leathers. But overall, I'm not going to complain. I think that this is going to work perfectly fine on court. Something that is interesting though is that underneath this fly trap area, there are no laces. Pretty weird. The laces are right on top. It's super strange. It was a pain in the ass to unlace this thing. So we're going to have to show you guys exactly how it works. You have to literally pull the fly wire down and pull the laces through this fly trap piece in order to get everything kind of like loose enough to slide your foot in there. Like, it's, if you like ease of access, like if you like to be able to put your foot in,
I do,
which a lot of people do, that's gonna be frustrating to some people. Once you're in there though, they feel awesome. Like, talk about lockdown. Like, I love the way that that snug feeling is, especially around the midfoot and forefoot of the shoe. Not all shoes offer that type of fit, but when they do, I typically love it. And this guy right here is just one of those sneakers, so I think that it's gonna be awesome for the players that like that kind of fit. As far as fit, they fit very tight, like very, very tight. So whatever size you went with the 4, that's what I would recommend here. Even with the 3 kind of fit kind of tight as well. My toe is right at the edge. I probably should have gone up half a size, but I'm hoping that they break in and that I'm gonna love them afterwards, because I don't want them to be too loose. So I went with my true size, and I'm just gonna keep my fingers crossed that that is the right decision. But I'll update you guys within the performance review. A lot of people are talking a lot of smack about this little eye right here. They're kind of all over the shoe. There's one here, there's one on the bottom that showcases the Zoom Air, and there's the triangle right there with his logo. I mean, it's all over the place. And for those, what do you call them? What are they called?
Conspiracy theorists?
For the conspiracy theorists out there, they're probably just like having a field day, being like, oh my God, the eye of whatever the hell it is, and Illuminati, this, that, and the others. It's even on the damn box.
I looked up the definition.
Well, the thing is that it's in the product description right here. It's not the all-seeing eye or whatever the heck. I don't know what the hell it's called, but it's not the thing that everybody thinks it is. It's a tattoo that Kyrie actually has.
The hand? Is it that one?
Well, there's a hand on it, yeah. or I don't know where it went. He's got, I think it's on his arm, but it's like the hand, and then inside the hand is this eye. So they call it the Hamsa?
I don't know.
I don't know. But it's a tattoo, and it's supposed to shield you from what they call bad juju, which is like, you know, bad vibes and stuff like that, and like bad magic or whatever it might be. Kyrie believes that the earth is flat. I don't know if he still believes that, but I don't know. Have you heard that? He literally said that like twice.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Doesn't he travel?
Travel
like he's
what?
an NBA player. Like they go places. I realize like.
You can't see the earth though. Like you can't see that it's round. You just see that it's kind of infinite.
But still, when you're like traveling around the world, like you go around it.
I don't know. I don't know if he was trolling. I don't know what it is, but it's just a big like running gag that Kyrie thinks that the earth is flat, which I think is funny because his shoes are rounded. But anyways, that's pretty much what it is. So if you believe in that stuff, then cool. If you believe in the Illuminati thing, cool. I don't believe in none of that shit. I just think that these are a basketball shoe and I'm excited playing them. So that pretty much takes care of it for just a quick look at these guys. I'm gonna play in these, test them out, see how they do, give you guys a performance review in a couple of weeks. And once I'm done with these and the Wade 7s, then we're gonna be doing our top basketball shoes or top performance picks of the year for 2018. A lot of people always anticipate that kind of like at the end of every year. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to have it up before Christmas because you were telling me somebody wanted it up before Christmas.
Yeah, so they know what to ask for.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I just like, unless you want me to do it right now and leave those two shoes off. And then if I leave those two shoes off, everybody's gonna be like, what about?
Right.
Because even then, like last year, like my top picks of the year, the Kyrie 4 was one of them. And then I do my mid-year this year,
yeah,
best of. And then everybody's like, why isn't the Kyrie 4 on there? I'm like, well, dude, it was like the best shoe last year. Why would it be on this year's list? So I don't know if people just not paying attention, but.
Unless everybody wants to hear about the Kobe Pro 1 for the next like 10 years.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's always weird when I have the same kind of like comments like that, and there's a lot of those kind of comments. So it's not even like one person, it's like a ton of people just don't get it, which is weird, but that's what it is. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for your support. Let me know what you guys think about these down below in the comment section. Did you grab a pair? Did you not? Are you waiting for a performance review? Are you looking for something else entirely? Let me know your thoughts down below. We'd love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much once again, and until next time, guys, have a good one.
You know how you said that the middle part is flat?
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Did you see that clip of him balancing on the basketballs?
Yep, that was unnecessary.
Well, big show off, but I'm curious if he would be able to do those in the more rounded sole.
Well, when I saw him on the basketballs, I was like, no wonder this full legs rounded soles. Like he's like sitting here training on top of basketballs.
Right.
Like, because I really don't like the rounded sole thing. I get the concept, like the very first one that they did was the 2, and they had shown like drawings of like a racing tire. More specifically, it was a racing tire for a motorcycle. So when you lean and they're rounded, and so you're going super fast and boom, and you're still able to have contact while still being in motion. So that's the whole concept behind this whole rounded outsole thing, which I think is great. But the thing is that like the way that Chris Paul's shoes were made have always had this extra lip around it for traction on these sides. And it's for the purpose of, like, if you watch these super shifty guys, when they cross, they have one foot planted because that's their bait foot, right? So they're gonna bait you. And then this foot, for whatever reason, I don't know why, but it's literally on its side. And I don't know what the purpose of that is, but for whatever reason, they're comfortable doing that. Normally, like in basketball, they train you to like stay on your toes. But for whatever reason, he baits, he drags, and then he pushes back. And that's how the whole thing works. And so with that, you're gaining a quick millisecond.
Yeah. But
it's a millisecond. Like, I know that marketing will tell you that millisecond counts, but it doesn't. It's not a big deal. You know what I mean? Like if you're Kyrie and you do this, and then you put, like, the cross is gonna cross. Like you're gonna bait your defender either way. So it doesn't need to be there. So for me, I would just prefer just straight up, like, give me something stable. You know what I'm saying? Give me traction on the outside. That's great. Like when you drag or whatever, like it's great. Like you get that stuff, but it's not one of those things that just absolutely needs to be there. I think it's just the thing that they, like when people talk about gimmicks, like it's a gimmick. It works in a sense of the theory in which like they based it off of. But again, we're talking milliseconds. We're not talking about like an amount of time that really makes a huge difference. You know, like I said, if he's gonna cross you, he's gonna cross you, and he's going to cross you. Like it's not him having a normal outsole is not gonna stop him from doing anything.
Right.
You know, so.
Well, I think it's cool. Like, it's something different to look at.
It is. The thing though is that like when we're talking about, there's an upcoming, what's it called? Real Talk. And somebody had asked about like making basketball shoes that look good, right? Like this is definitely, to me, the rounded outsole doesn't look good casually. It makes you look like your foot's like being shoved up. And actually these look better than like the 4s and the 3s. Those like were severely rounded, but it's still like just a weird look. You know, like if you're looking at it from this side, that's a strange look right there. It's not normal to me, but I'm wearing 3s right now as usual. But like I'm wearing some Jordan 3s and they're very like square, you know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know.
This kind of looks like they got left out in the sun and they're melting.
A little bit. And that's what I mean. It's just not like, to me, this is not the look like that I'd want to wear casually, but on court, I think this is awesome.
I can see it.
Yeah.